Gotta show some love to DMX one time, man. Rest in peace, DMX, man. That one, it's another rough one, man.
That it's just sad.
Yeah.
Like all the way sad.
Yeah. Especially when you saw so many conflicting reports,
right,
about what was going on. Because I mean, there was one, initially it said he was in a vegetative state. Then there was one that came out like the next day saying he was off life support and he was doing well. Right. Then it was like 2 days later where they were like, no, that's not the truth. He's actually still on life support. I'm just like, good Lord, like, give us a break.
Right. Be steady, be consistent with what's being put out there.
Yeah.
That man, he lived a full life.
He did.
There's not too many individuals that can say they lived a life quite like he did. And all the stories that you see that's out about him now is just a testimony of the great person that he was. And many of the stories that I read about, the randomness.
Yeah.
Meeting just fans, taking them out to dinner or inviting them backstage. Like, he wasn't bougie, he wasn't stuck up, he didn't act like his shit stink. He was just, from all accounts, a humble human being.
Like, I think there was one that said he showed up to a Waffle House at like 4:00 in the morning and was helping them mop up.
Really?
And sweep up and stuff. And his thought process when he was asked about it, he was like, the moment you think you become too big to mop floors is the moment that you failed as a person.
That's a good point.
I was like, that's crazy. Because, how many of these, big time celebrities, that would show up to a Waffle House at 4:00 in the morning and actually help clean up?
None.
Hardly
never,
any,
bro.
if anybody.
None.
You know what I mean?
For
like
real.
I said, it goes to show a testament to the type of person that he was. Obviously, we know he was a great rapper.
Right.
Like, for, this microwave generation we're in that may not know as much about DMX, there's a reason why when Tupac died in 96 and Biggie died in 97, it wasn't Jay-Z that everybody was thinking was about to take over rap. It was DMX. Like, when you break it down, like the time spans of like who was kind of on top, from 97, 98 to about 2000, I say, because when 50 hit that run in 02 and 03, that was something almost unprecedented.
Right.
But between that time, about 98 to 2002, it was DMX. It wasn't Jay-Z. It wasn't Eminem.
Right.
Yeah, Eminem caught all the wave.
He was there.
But it was DMX that everybody was like, whoa.
Yes. Came out with 2 platinum albums in the same year? It's hard for some rappers to come out with 1 platinum album over their whole career. He did it in a single year. Or if they come out with 2 records, it's 1 record years afterwards, then another one. Or it's just 2 records of Poochie's. But this man came out with 2 albums in a single year. And I think they say the only person that ever done that before was Tupac. So he literally kept it on his back, kept it moving, kept that energy. The man greatness just literally speaks to itself. He proved that you could be a hood nigga, but you could still have your flaws.
Yeah.
He didn't hide that. He admitted the demons that he had, but it didn't make him any less gangster, any less of a man the way he portrayed it.
Yeah.
So don't miss that dude. I've been bumping him all damn day.
Man, and then on top of that, you think about the phenomenal actor that he was. Cradle to the Grave, to this day, still my shit.
Bro. Yes.
Like, that was my shit back in the day.
It was the damn truth.
Like, shit, what else? He was in Romeo Must
Die.
Die.
Belly. The dude could do it all.
Yeah.
He could do it all. And I think rappers don't get enough credit, man. Because these guys sit up there and sure you know your lyrics to your song, so I'm assuming that helps pick up the script as well. But no classical training, no years on top of years, and it just seamlessly just get in there. Now, I'm not saying that like they didn't put in the work to do that.
Yeah.
But they make it look so effortlessly. Him, Tupac, LL Cool J, I think they understood the weight that comes with that. Look, they're going to look at you as a rapper first until you prove them wrong. Will Smith, all these guys, and they get in there, they don't flinch. Mm-hmm. And he proven that. He played his roles in those movies to the fullest. Mm-hmm. So, man, kudos to DMX.
Yeah, that's rough. Anybody that can get Snoop twerking.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Snoop was twerking like a motherfucker. To the Get It On the Floor record,
right.
I think it was. In that verses. Anybody that gets Snoop twerking, you know you got some shit, man.
For real.
You know you got some bops, man.
One of my homeboys that I work with, he was digging into some of the DMX stuff. He was like how he was a battle rapper initially. But he was like saying how I need to look it up and check, but he's good for it. My homeboy, he's always good for knowledge. Said like he would bring his dog to the battle rap, and he trained his dog to have input on a certain line, and it'll just flow like his dog. He'll bust out with a rhyme. My dog don't like you, and he'll start. They just keep going. Yeah. Like he had it set up within his battle rap to where his dog would respond right on cue to go with his flows, and it'll rhyme and it'll go sweet with it. I was like, that's genius. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Yeah.
I do not give a damn.
Yeah.
That takes some dog treats, all types of shit.
For real.
To know on command when you say a certain word through a lyric and do it. So.
Yeah.
Dark Man X.
Yeah, man.
No.
Oh, man. Shout out DMX, though, man. That was another rough one, man.
Man, 2021 is
2020 Junior.
Yeah, caused me to have trust issues, bro.
Man,
I swear,
lying, man.
It is causing me to have trust issues like no other.
For real.
Oh, it's gonna be new. It's gonna be different. Yeah, man, look at her. Fuck that. You is who you is at this point in time. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna look at it as the whole decade gonna be fucked up. 2020 all the way to 2030. Fuck.
Yeah.
And
that goes with some of your relationships too, ladies. Stop saying that it's gonna be different this time. That nigga is who he is. Let him go.
Let him go. Let that be the reason. I mean, don't get me wrong. Players fuck up from time to time, but the summer shit that y'all be going through on a regular basis. Ooh, no.
You said it. Shit.
Mm-mm. I know. I'm gonna see if I can find this meme that one of my coworkers sent me. It fucked me up. I mean, it was the truth, but it fucked me up. I was like, well, damn, I can't even say shit about that at all. Like, period. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Come back. I thought I had it. Come on now. That's why I hate looking at shit. Oh, here we go. Let's say, women, y'all do it so bad. It say, girls will text you good night and text another nigga, I can't sleep. Then female gonna say, and? There's nothing wrong with that. Your shift is over. Like, hell for you. I mean, they care enough about our mental health to give us shifts, but how you gonna do us like that? Sometimes y'all deserve what y'all get. When you do that,
that's some shit right there. Now, but in the same breath, just to at least be fair.
Okay.
I know there are some of you niggas out there that will write a girl, hey, good morning, beautiful, copy and paste that to every chick in your inbox. So I know that's going on too. Y'all ain't fucking slick.
That makes sense.
Y'all ain't slick. People just in general are just fucked up.
That is true. Well, because how can I put it? It is so much relieving to have good morning text for one woman than it is for multiple. Yeah. You know, you can explore your creativity when you're with the one that you love. And first of all, I heard some shit on Twitter. I saw some shit on Twitter talking about you childish if you have constant communication. Like if you text or call your significant other or your boyfriend or girlfriend every day. And I'm like, wait, what?
Bitch, I want to talk to you. What the fuck?
What type of toxic damn relationships have you been in? Like, That's childish. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. If you got to text and call your boyfriend or your man, your girlfriend or your lady every day, that's childish. Y'all need to grow up and need to be grown.
If it's not somebody that I am texting or calling every single day, you're not my girl.
At all.
You just, whatever the fuck you are, but you ain't got that title.
Period. It just doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
We always stress communication rules the nation. If I'm in love with you, just like me and Angel Face, we talk every day in some capacity. I don't give a damn how mad we are with each other. We don't gonna give a damn how good everything is going with each other. Mm-hmm. It may be a few quiet moments, but we gonna text and we gonna talk. So this whole notion of, nah, that's childish. Nah, like I said, it sounded to me like you've been in some toxic ass relationships if that's how you feel.
Wow.
That's when you don't know what the hell is going on.
I think I screenshotted something on Twitter that might have been along those lines. Nah, that's something completely different. We can still talk about that though. But yeah, it's yeah, fuck that. If I'm really rocking with you like that, I want to talk to your dumb ass.
Right.
You better be grateful because I don't talk to people like that.
Period, bro. I love you.
Too many people run my damn blood pressure up and get on my nerves. I fucking hate people.
Bro, I swear. Because my thing is this. Like, literally, how can I put it? Because people feel, like at my job, that's all I listen and I talk all damn day. So if I don't fuck with you like that, I really don't feel like talking. Now, Angel Face, me and her can stay on the phone for hours. And it could be something new, different, every step of the way. But if I don't fuck with you like that and you calling me, like I could text you. Texting is going to be a lot better. But listening and talking, you stretching it. You stretching it big time. On occasions I pick up. But nah, fam. No.
And just like what you said with what we've always said with communication rules of the nation.
Right.
Something else I've learned when it comes to that. We've always said a healthy relationship, you have to be able to communicate.
Right.
You cannot have a healthy relationship without communication.
Not possible.
That's one of the blueprints to a successful, healthy relationship.
Right.
But something that is almost probably right on par with that is how well you comprehend what I'm communicating to you.
Right.
If I am communicating an issue to you that I'm having, I'm extremely blunt.
Right.
If something's pissing me off, I'm going to tell you, okay, I didn't like it when you did A, B, and C.
Right.
Now it's up to you to understand and comprehend what I'm saying so that we can move forward.
Right.
So I get it. You got to be able to communicate. But in that same breath, if you can't comprehend what I'm saying, then we're going to be doomed anyway.
You're exactly right.
You're not going to change or fix the issue that I'm having with you, and vice versa. If you got something that you're pissed off about me, you hate it when I did XYZ, and I don't do anything to fix it because I'm not comprehending what you're saying, we're going to be doomed anyway. So
yes.
Communication and comprehension go hand in hand.
They do.
In a relationship.
They really do, because a lot of times people feel like with communication they're only getting, when people, I think, in society right now, specifically when it comes down to communication, the main focus is the talking aspect of it. We don't focus as much on the receiving and what that looks like. Like you say, comprehension. Because I can tell you all day, but if it's not sinking in, you're not getting it, it's going to cause more friction. You're going to be more upset. The same thing's going to get repeated. And then, you know what I'm saying, it becomes very difficult. It becomes a strain on your relationship. Because I ain't going to lie, Angelica's been extremely patient with me. Because I tell her straight up, look, I could be dense about a lot of shit. Why? Because I ain't been in a relationship for 15 years. When you single for as long as I've been, it's hard sometimes to rewire your thinking with certain things. So sometimes I was hard-headed about certain shit. I'll be like standoffish because I'm like, that don't make sense. What you mad about? And she be like, ugh, she irking me. She'll straight up, bro, I swear. I ain't gonna lie, I piss her off about certain things. But she's patient. She may get upset. She may get angry. But she's patient enough to break it down to an aspect to where I'd be like, all right, I get it. Because for me, my biggest thing was I used to, when I get upset, I didn't communicate. I shut down. I go silent all the way, even though, you know, it's unhealthy. But I was like, fuck it, we ain't got to talk then. But then once I start seeing the damage that was caused, when I start seeing how not only it was hurting her, but our relationship, then I was like, okay, let me step outside of myself and actually hear what she's saying. Let me see if I could comprehend the motive behind this. And that was when I was like, okay, let me try something different. It's so easy to go back to just doing the shit that I know, but let me step outside of myself and see how this goes. And to her credit, she was patient with me with doing that, but she's also been patient with growing her communication skills as well. But P-Mac, I'm with you, bro. When what you're saying is not being received, if it's not being comprehended, man, yep, it's tough.
And that goes back to what we always say: self-awareness is important.
Right.
I'm aware enough with myself, mm-hmm, and I'm willing to hold myself accountable and saying, okay, I understand what you're telling me, what you're unhappy about, and I'm going to do my best to fix it.
Right.
For the slow person that maybe doesn't understand what we're saying, I'm going to throw a hypothetical at some of y'all.
Boom.
Let's say you go to your significant other and you tell them that it hurt me when you did this.
Right.
And and they take the information you've given them, mm-hmm, and they do their best to fix it. It may not be something that happens overnight, mm-hmm, but they do their best to fix it. That's somebody that's trying to grow into something more.
Right.
And is really they really do care about you. But if you tell somebody that I didn't like it when you did this, and they do absolutely nothing to try to fix it, and they keep doing it,
right,
that's when you need to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't care enough about you, and they don't want you in their life bad enough to try to improve upon themselves to keep you.
Right.
You gotta just let it go at that point. And a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Right. And they have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to figure it out. Because like you say, if you love somebody, because change can be scary. We all get set in our routine. Totally get that. But if it's somebody that you care about, you have to be willing to make that sacrifice for change. It's the ultimate trust fall. Okay, you're changing. I know it's not going to be easy, but you also have to trust that the person that you're with is going to catch you while you go through these changes, while you're going through this quote unquote rehabilitation of trying to develop and evolve as a person in a relationship. That is where that trust comes in. And if you can't trust the person that you're with to do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure.
No.
Because then the anger starts to show up, because you feel like I'm changing for you, but you're not changing for me. I'm putting in the work to be a better person, but you're not coming along with me. And that causes a great amount of friction in that type of environment. So no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Some of you mutts need to need to get it together.
Pick up what we putting down.
This is 71 episodes we've been talking to you dumb fucks.
Yeah.
Some of y'all still just don't get it.
Well, it goes back to what we were saying. Shit, we throwing it out there. Y'all just don't want to
comprehend
it. Damn. I mean, shit.
It's not hard. It's free. We're not even charging you for this. We're not on Patreon or nothing like that. This is free. This is free game.
That's it. And I'm like, it just makes me wonder, are y'all touched in the head? Like, fuck, I promise you, if you do it, you try it, you learn something, all will be right in the universe. Even if you don't take all of what we give you. If you feel like it's too much and your stomach can't handle it, take some. Take a little bit. Implement it. Grow. You'll thank us later.
Better.
You say you better.
This is free game. Shit.
Better take advantage.
Shit.
Better take advantage.
Hell. Yeah, I got this shit. I screenshotted on Twitter. I actually have two things that they both kind of go hand in hand. I forgot I had this one. This one, I screenshotted this a while ago. But I'll read one of them,
Okay.
and then we can talk about that. Because
Yeah.
it's a little bit different, but you'll see why they go hand in hand. But here's the first one.
All right.
This young lady said, I used to be really good friends with a guy, but he broke off our friendship because his girlfriend hated that I would say love you when I hang up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
If you're that insecure that you don't want your partner being loved by their friends, you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
If my relationship comes first above, and in all things, it's not about insecurity. It is about making my partner happy. Because if we rocking together, if Angel Face told me, like, look, I don't appreciate this, what's going on. I don't appreciate the way this relationship is looking. It's not about insecurity. It's about respecting the wishes of your loved one. Now, initially, because since we believe that it's innocent, we may be like, hold on, babe, wait. But even then, at that point in time, I always look at situations to where, how would I feel if another nigga was telling my girl, all right, baby, all right, love you, bye. No. And the flip side of that, if you're his friend, you're supposed to understand that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get that. You know what? I'm causing friction. I'll stop. I'll stop saying I love you, and if that's not good enough, I respect that. Look, there's been plenty of friends of the opposite sex in the past to where they will move on. They get in a relationship and they be like, hey, the person I'm with don't really like how we cool. Cool, you know what? I totally understand. Your relationship comes first. I'm not trying to ruin it. So if Angel Face was to ever tell me, hey, no, that feel like that's disrespecting me, I don't like the way that looks, you need to go ahead and cut that short. Yes, ma'am. Motherfuckers can say that's whip. Motherfuckers can say that got you on a leash, when in reality, that's just being grown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because your mom and daddy and them didn't deal with that shit growing up in the 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s. No. So, no, I just feel like that is being mature. That is respecting the boundaries of your relationship. So, that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah. And even that comes back to comprehension. That's
Right.
your significant other voicing to you
Right.
something that they are uncomfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to now acknowledge that and figure out where to go from there. Again, initially,
Right.
we may actually be like, well, babe, it's not even like that. I don't even understand why you're tripping.
Right.
But then, if it's somebody you really cut for, you will make the necessary adjustments.
Yes.
And then if they are truly your friend, like they say, they said, they'll make the necessary adjustments too. All right, fine. I won't say I love you no more. None of that.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that no more. And again, like I said, if that ain't enough, then you got to do what you got to do. If it's somebody you really cut for.
Right.
If this is somebody that you see yourself really big. I'm not talking about just that chick you fucking around with or that dude you fucking around with.
Exactly.
It has to be somebody that you see a future with. Otherwise, you're fucking up a friendship, especially if it's somebody that you've known longer than your significant other.
Right.
You're potentially fucking up a friendship, I should say.
Right.
For somebody that you don't even know if you got a future with or not.
Exactly.
So it's up to you to acknowledge where the situation is going.
Very much so.
And yeah. So
No,
yeah.
I agree, bro. Because it's just, at the end of the day, one of the biggest things I'll never forget. I remember my mom, she didn't necessarily put in these exact words, but her thought process was when it came down either to friends, where she worked at, or people that she interacted with. Her thought process was, I'm not laying down in bed with you at night, which means your opinion don't mean shit to me. She didn't say it like that, but in a nutshell, that's kind of the line of thinking that I take from it. Look, I cut for you. I do. Don't get me wrong. But we ain't fucking. We ain't sucking. You not my girl. We cool. I respect you. I love you. But at the end of the day, who I lay my head down on the pillow next to, which is Angel, that trumps it. And I just feel like being a mature adult comes with, again, being able to accept that message, being able to comprehend that message, being able to get outside of your feelings as a friend and saying, bet that. I understand that. That makes sense. You have to do what is best for you and your relationship as opposed to, oh, so I was here before her or I was here before him and that's how you treat me. There's levels to relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean friendships. I mean family ships. But a relationship, when this person, like you say, got your whole heart, you love, you care for them, you see your future with them, what does it look like jeopardizing that for something of this caliber? I just feel like it's not worth it. Yeah. Love the friendship, love the time we spent with each other. I respect that. Cool, but just asking that you respect the fact that this is what's going to make my relationship happy. Nothing against you. It's not personal. But my relationship trumps that in my mind.
I feel you on that. 100%. Because I could take me and my best friend, Kat.
Right.
Known her probably about as long as I know you. 10, 11, 12 years, something like that.
Right.
She's been married to her high school sweetheart. They've been married damn near almost 20 years.
Right.
They've been together, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
If he was to ever, just on a whim, look at our text messages, he would see text messages of her saying, Paul, I appreciate you, love you. Mm-hmm. And you see me saying, Kat, love you.
Right.
Absolutely nothing going on. It's literally just a genuine friendship.
Right.
Between the two of them. Mm-hmm. And I asked her one day, it may have even been something podcast related that I was thinking about, maybe for a topic or something. Mm-hmm. But I was like, what if, because me and her are extremely close. We don't just hang out like that. It might be maybe once a month that we hang out.
Right.
But we talk maybe damn near almost every day.
Right.
Even if it's just for a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, I was like, what would your reaction be if he were to be like, if he would just up one day and be like, you know what, I don't like the friendship that you two have. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to talk to me anymore. I answered that. I was like, what would your reaction be?
Right.
She was like, if it's not like something valid, mm-hmm. meaning something you actually did,
right,
then I'll tell him he needs to just quit worrying about shit and creating problems that's not there. Mm-hmm. Essentially,
right.
If it was actually something you did, as if hypothetically, if you came on me or you pushed up on me, something like that, that's
right.
different.
Right.
But if there's no valid reason why, other than just the fact that you're a man and we cool, mm-hmm. then he's just gonna have to get over that shit.
Right.
And so I understand it from that aspect.
No doubt.
Of where she's coming from. But on the flip side of that, if she were to be like, this is my husband, mm-hmm. we're married, we can't just be as cool as we were, right. I'd 100% understand. 100% understand that either way.
No doubt.
Because if it was reversed, I'd be in the same situation, in the same boat. So I get that. So I understand it from both sides of what she's saying with, if there's no legitimate concern. Like with this, it was saying the whole I love you
right
thing.
Right.
I can understand how that could in some instances be misconstrued, because those are very strong words.
That is
those
very
words
true.
You do not play around with.
Right.
Like, and I mean, hell, I've even told Kat, if we had met at another time where she was single, mm-hmm. I'd tell her all the time, I was like, me and her would probably be fucking perfect together, because that's typically how it is when you're mm-hmm. best friends with someone of the opposite sex. The best relationships tend to start from you two being friends first.
True.
And I've told her that. Never pushed up on anything like that, but I understand that aspect. So I understand how that could be misconstrued by somebody.
Right.
But if there's nothing immediate there, like if I was with a chick mm-hmm. and I know she's real good friends with a guy,
right,
nothing's going on there, I'm not intimidated or insecure about anything like that.
Right.
So, but if there's something, that I can visibly tell
right.
that might be going on, then yeah, we got an issue then.
No doubt.
But I don't care. I'm not insecure about that,
mm-hmm.
about my girl having friends of the opposite sex, because I know me, I have way more female friends than guy friends. So
right. And a similar situation for me in that regards, because I work with mostly women, and that is the aspect of it. And I remember a while back, me and Angel Face did talk about that in the aspect of, because I think I asked her, so what would you do if like a guy, because she works in like the makeup industry and things of that nature. And she's very, like, one of the biggest things I love about her is that she's very respectful. And not only is she respectful of me, but our relationship. She was like, I don't want to put you in that position. I was like, babe, it's okay if you have a male friend. She was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to even think about doing it, because I respect you. I love you too much. And at the same time, in my field, I know what that kind of leads to. While I'm doing my job, they may be thinking something else. And so for me, it is that respect factor, because it goes back to fairness. So if she's not willing to do it, no matter how right I may feel like that it is, I'm not going to do it, because I feel like that would be wrong in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, even if she gave the whole go ahead, oh yeah, you have as many female friends as you want, da 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 da. I wouldn't feel right, and I could see how that could cause conflict between me and her relationship, because she'd be like, even if I'm like, well, you go ahead and do it, I know, but I don't. Well, you can, I know, but I don't. So for me, it's just, and what we got going on, it's just that matter of fairness and respect. But I totally get where you come from. If you feel like, I would say it's a relationship by relationship case basis. Because like you say, if y'all just cool and he already knows about it, she's established it, no problem with it. You ain't trying to make no moves on it. Y'all been cool for years on top of years, and that's how it is. And I'm pretty sure most likely he's come to terms with that.
No. Yeah. 100% right there with you. Now, that leads me to this one, and this one is way more
I got an idea where you're going with this shit. I do.
That leads me to this one. I got a couple giggles out.
I already got a feeling. I already got a word lined up.
So, here's how I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to get your take on this as if this was you in this situation.
Okay.
Obviously, I know you and Angel Face, y'all are good. This is just strictly hypothetical. But let's just say this was the situation.
Right. Let's go.
This young lady said, "Oh Lord, make sure your seats and tray tables are in the upright position. It's about to be a bumpy ride because this one is a doozy." This young lady said, "Cried to my boyfriend over how much I miss being friends with my ex, and rather than get mad, he held and assured me he'd be a better lover and friend to me, then went further to take the day off to be with me because he wanted to make sure I was no longer sad. God, I see your hands."
Wait, hold on. Break this shit down for me. Okay, so she misses her ex as a friend. Right.
Yes.
Her new dude said he promises that he'll be a better lover
and
friend than her ex.
And took time off of work just to be with her.
Just to be with her.
And make sure she was no longer sad. She sees God's hands. Shall I start or do you want to go?
Please start.
I literally just have one part. I just want one piece I want to say.
And let's see if
then I want to get to where you get.
Bet.
Sweetheart, I don't know who you are. Never seen you before. This just came up on my Twitter feed.
Right.
I want to be honest with you, young lady. Your man is probably knocking somebody else the fuck off. I'm just keeping it real. He didn't get mad. He wasn't upset. He was reassuring and took days off of work, and he promised to be a better friend and lover. He is blowing somebody else's back out. Somebody else is sucking his dick, just so you know.
He ain't upset is what got me, because first of all, I was like, your ex? Excuse me? Excuse the fuck out of me. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Because I'm curious, how long have they been together? How did they meet? I'm flabbergasted here, all right? What the fuck?
Is this a new relationship? Yeah. How long were you and your ex together?
Exactly.
Feeling like that? How long were y'all friends after the breakup?
Yes, because that sounded to me like you're not ready for a relationship. That's what that sounded to me. Sound like you straight. Y'all broke up. Y'all was cool. Then you just hopped into another relationship. Nah, fam. Nah.
And if that's the case, then that would mean y'all hopped into this relationship fast, which, not condoning it, but that would explain why he is knocking somebody else down, because y'all rushed into this shit.
And he making reassurances that I'll be a better friend and lover than your ex. That sounds like that's brand new. Like y'all probably haven't even smashed yet. Y'all just now getting serious. Some shit like that. And why aren't her and her ex friends? Did he find somebody else? Did he move on and be like,
leave your trifling ass alone? You still, because that does make a difference whether it's you broke up with him or he broke up with you.
Yes.
Because if he broke up with you, that means he ain't got you, but you got him.
That's right. That's exactly what that means. Wow.
Yeah, that one was a doozy. Wow. I got a lot of giggles out. I was literally about to comment on there, like, do y'all want to tell her or should I? Because somebody else is sucking his dick.
It has to be. For him not to get angry, not to get upset. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. I'm flipping. I'm finna lose my shit.
If I'm with a chick and I come home and you are crying and I ask you what's wrong and you say it's because I miss me and my ex being friends, I'd be like, well, then go cry to him then.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Are you serious?
What you crying to me for?
Yeah. First of all, you have the unmitigated gall to just come at me like that.
It's just so disrespectful for you to say something like that.
To my face. Not to your homegirls, but to my face that you miss your ex friend. What? No. You
ain't about to handle me like I'm a Melvin. Shit.
It don't work like that. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that action. Not at all, period, point blank. We would have had a lengthy discussion.
This nigga didn't get upset, but these new age niggas,
they something else, because next what's she gonna say? I miss his dick. I miss being with. What? No. Like you say, either he too stupid to run, or he damn me getting his rocks off somewhere else.
Then I've got a follow-up question to this. Let's say he does go through with all of that.
Okay.
He becomes a better lover, friend, assures her, helps her, tries to help her stop being sad. What if she's still sad after you do all that?
It's no help. It's not. No.
I'm not even gonna put myself through all of that.
No.
That bullshit.
If she's already longing and pining for her ex, and you put in that effort, and it still ain't good enough, bruh, no, can't do it. Won't do it. It's not in the cards. That relationship ain't finna shake.
Yeah.
Like you say,
I got a lot of chuckles out,
bro.
Looking at that shit.
Cause you hit the nail right on the head. That's the new wave. That new age shit.
I don't know.
I'm a throwback old school. Me and her the same way when it come down to that. It's just certain things that just ain't gonna fly. It just ain't gonna happen. Fix it, Jesus. Cause that. Nope.
Yeah, shit.
I politely pass.
I know pretty much the last topic I got, and it's really just something simple that we could touch on. But platonic friendships.
Gotcha.
It irks me, and I feel like this happens way more with. I'm not saying it doesn't happen with women, but I think men are more vocal about it. When they have a female friend, that's all y'all are friends,
right,
that is attractive. Too many men don't know how to just be friends.
That is true.
They have to try to push up on them in some form or fashion.
Right.
Just to kind of test the water to see if they get. I don't understand that shit. Read the room.
You make a good point. I think they don't read the room. They only are enamored with her right there. They literally do not know how to just be friends. They feel like there has to be something more to it. There has to be something extra to it. So they struggle with that. They don't know what that looks like. Just being cool. All right, yeah. Wish you the best. But when she come back telling him stories about how a nigga had her feet in a ceiling fan, he feels some type of way.
You know what?
I just can't. I just can't. At all, period.
You know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. I know we talked about it before.
Right.
I'm gonna phone a friend.
Let's see
if she actually picks up.
Because
some of you women are too scary to actually come on here and chop it up with us. And this is a good topic to get a female perspective on this.
Right.
So I am going to make a phone call.
By all means.
Let's see if she actually picks up.
All right.
If this don't go good, I'll edit the shit out. If it don't sound right.
Pretty sure it will.
What up?
What's up?
Are you ready?
We sure am. We got one last topic we are talking about before we wrap up that we would like to get your opinion on.
Wait, is this just a phone call or are we doing video?
Phone call.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Guys, it's phone. Okay.
Yep.
Go for it.
So before we get going.
Darlene? What's up, Texas?
What is going on, Hollywood?
I I can't already.
Bruh, this is a product of your creation. This is y'all.
Oh, hey, I'm doing it. I'm drinking. I've been drinking all day. I had to take a nap though.
Yeah, she was drinking when we were recording earlier too. I was like, Starling gonna be like, "Atta girl."
You damn right. I'm proud
I
of you.
drank that whole bottle, and now I'm
The whole bottle. Goddamn.
Oh, you wasn't playing. It was not a game.
I didn't choose this lifestyle. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Took a nap.
Said I didn't choose the thug life. Thug life chose me.
I felt like a whole dude today. I did all that stuff. I had plans, and then I ate a whole burger, a huge thing of fries, and then I fell asleep, and my phone was on fire when I woke up. I was so tired. I had my AirPods in my ears, and I was so tired that I didn't hear any phone calls.
Had a whole system reboot.
I was on a wine coma and a burger coma. You know, vegetarian. Let's get that straight, though. Vegetarian. I don't want anybody to get back confused. But yeah, tell me the question. Let's go.
Oh, fix it,
Talk,
Jesus.
Paulie, talk.
Here she go. I told her only women can get away with calling me Paulie. Now, before I ask it, again, just like on your podcast earlier, listeners, if you don't know who this is by now, then you obviously not a fan of our podcast.
Yep.
Because I'm
Right.
pretty sure she's been on ours more than anybody else as well either.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So,
Yep.
this is all the way from LA, Miss Anna Lefebvre, host of the Love and Lust
Oh, you got my
podcast.
name right.
I got you. I got you, mamas. I got you.
I was a setup. I was wondering.
I got you. Because I know the very first time you were on here, I think I fucked it up. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Ancient times. But yeah, we're wrapping up. But the last topic we're talking about here is actually platonic friendships, specifically those guys that just seem to not be able to just be friends with a woman that they find attractive. They just have to always try to push up on her in some kind of way.
Yeah. It's a lack of self-control, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
It's really something within your life that you're lacking. It's a lack of self-control. Like, I don't have respect for that. So, because I can control myself. You can control yourself. Thank you kindly. So, no, I mean, everybody's not for everybody. And like I was telling you, we explained earlier, people catch feelings. That's normal. It's not normal to not catch feelings. So if you go into something with somebody, even if you're just looking at them for one purpose, you know, sexual purpose, you're still probably going to catch some kind of feelings for them. So why would you put yourself through that?
That makes sense.
That's
If you
true.
guys are not meant to be, you know what I mean? If you're not compatible, like I was saying before too, like, you know, it's nice to have just friends. It's nice to have just friends that are of the opposite sex, you know, that you can just talk to and do all that. And if you go that other route, you just ruined everything. You really did. Because
Yep.
what if they get a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, then you have to explain yourself, and then they're going to ask, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's my thoughts, my ramble.
Yeah, because I personally just don't. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time because I'm somebody I can control myself too. I may even if I do find you attractive, I'll probably say something along those lines. Yes, I do find you attractive, but that'll probably be where it stops. Especially if it's somebody that I really vibe with and I value our friendship. I don't want to do anything to risk messing that up.
Exactly. Because you're never going to go back. And then, like I said, when they get into a relationship, which people do, apparently,
Yeah,
right.
you know, you're going to have to make yourself accountable and you're going to have to say something. It's probably not going to work out. And you wanted to ruin it for what? For what? At the end of the day, for what?
And when it
You
comes
get that
to
action with somebody
guys, it's probably like 2.5 minutes.
Ruin everything. So what's your thoughts?
Laying in bed with regret.
What do you think?
He said, laying in bed with regret.
Exactly. Everyone's not for you, so stop just trying to get your private parts wet. Just stop. It's annoying. It's annoying.
And I think sometimes that
Flinging
happens.
that everywhere.
I think some of that happens due to outside influence.
I can see that.
Friends, other friends telling you, y'all look cute. Or, dang, that's your homegirl. Y'all ain't messing. Man, if that was me, I would have been there trying to holler at her. Then it gets that bug working around, being like, well, damn, she do look good. Damn, she is fine. But like Anna said, proxymetrics. Proxymetrics is a thing. When you're in the same vicinity of a person nonstop, feelings are bound to come into play. How intense, and like she said, accountability has to play a part.
Yeah. And then it comes down to reading the room as well. Like we said, if it's like, I mean, I'm all for it. If y'all were to sit down and have a conversation and that person maybe feels the same way to where y'all want to try it out, then that's different.
Right.
Because that's you two being mature enough to have a conversation. Like, look, I know that we're just friends, but I'm kind of feeling you. You've kind of echoed the same sentiment. Maybe we should see if we got something. That's different than just if you're not reading the room, you're just cool with this person. They haven't kind of put no bat signal out there, no fillers out there, nothing.
Right.
And you just push up on them trying to get your meat wet. That's completely different.
So I have a question for you, though.
Shoot.
So if somebody says that, somebody says you're feeling, their girl comes to you and your friend, she's like, I have feelings for you, blah, blah, but you deny, that you want anything with her, you deny you have feelings for her, whatever. What happens in the future if you get together with somebody? Do you tell that partner what happened? Because now it's maybe a little bit of a weirdness because you know that person is sexually attracted to you. So what do you do with that?
I'm telling the truth. I'm going to lay it out there on the line because I don't want to make my partner look like a fool. So I feel like by accepting it, throwing it out there, be like, look, we were cool, but she was attracted to me, but I just didn't feel the same way. So I'm just giving you the heads up right now, and then we go from there. Because my biggest thing is my partner's feelings. If my friends still feel that type of way, we can have another discussion about it. But at the same time, I'm just going to be honest. I feel like
I concur.
Getting ahead of it. Now, if you start going in there, well, yeah, kind of this little weird. No, that's going to give our vibes like you thought about it. Like you considered it, but it just didn't work out. Nah, I'm just going to go ahead and just tell off the rip. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. And those platonic friendships. I'll be real honest with you. When I was in Florida, I saw a lot of quote unquote platonic friends way back in the day when I was married. They wanted to do something with me now that I'm single. So platonic my ass.
OMG.
But that actually does make it interesting as well, because let's say you're in a relationship and then you become friends with somebody. That person might only be friends with you hoping or waiting for that day when you're single again, just so that they're already close to you to try to make that move. Oh shit, she's single now. Now I can really put my boogie down.
Yes.
So that's another one of those relationships that, because like we said, every person you come into contact with, that's a relationship, whether it's platonic, sexual, fucking ship, whatever.
Right.
Every person you come into contact with, that is a relationship. So not even just with intimate relationships, you have to be careful with, friendship relationships as well.
That's very true.
Oh, yeah. No, I told you, I think you know about this. I had a situation with a quote-unquote friend. Then I realized later on what he was doing, and I completely had to cut the friendship off because I felt so manipulated about everything. Like, we were friends for a year and a half, and it was like he was taking everything. And I would tell him things about, what's going on in my life. And he was taking everything and just, putting it together to try to create a perfect image of a man in my eyes. It was so sick. It freaked me out. I just stopped talking to him.
Wow.
So I couldn't do it anymore. And it got super weird. He messed up because he's out on painkillers.
Damn.
He kind of told me too much. He had like a surgery or whatever, and he was on painkillers, and he told me way too much. I was like, wow. Wow.
Damn.
I was helping him through the surgery or whatever, and he was watching. I'm talking too much. Don't give a shit. Okay. So I was in the hospital with him. And I find out the next day he's like sitting there watching me sleep.
What?
This is the craziest thing of my life.
What?
I was trying to be a good friend. How you sit? I was like, did you sleep last night? He's like, no, I was just watching you sleep. I was like,
No. Probably sniffing your hair and every damn thing.
what? We're in a hospital room.
Fix it, Jesus.
Oh my God. Yeah, my life.
Oh, man. Damn it. God, fellas, we got to do better.
Gotta do better.
Well, y'all got to do better.
Yes.
We on top of our shit. Y'all got to do better. Y'all giving us all a bad name.
Ooh-wee. Damn.
I can't do this. I can't. That's all I got. On
That's
my
all
end.
I.
You
Can't make this shit up.
Fix it, Jesus.
you got.
God, I'm good.
You got anything?
Oh shit.
Do you have anything else you would like to run by us before we get up out of here?
Yeah, just don't watch women sleep.
Sometimes it feels like somebody's watching me. Can't have no privacy. Oh, no, it feels like. Damn.
Get it? He knows no.
Oh no, I'm not blessed like that.
Those are the type of dudes that be like sniffing panties and,
Yes.
and shit like that. And
Oh, yo. Got some damn
about
water.
it. That's just
I
my
can't.
message for today.
I can't do it.
And not.
Well, we appreciate you joining us via phone. We'll have you back on very soon as well in official capacity. But we just wanted to get your take on that, because I know, when we started talking about that, I was like, I got the perfect person to call that knows a little something about this. So, but yeah.
Watch out for those platonic friends. On my Instagram, it's Anna LaFez. I talk about it low key in one of my postings about a shoulder to cry on is a dick to cry
Right
on.
on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually very true. Like I said,
It is.
I went back to Florida, and people I hadn't seen in maybe 10 years for my other job that were quote unquote platonic friends. They try to make sure they weren't platonic anymore, but it's different story.
Wee. That's cold, though, boy.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was waiting. Oh, she back in Florida? Boom, let me go. Shit.
I got the treatment. I didn't even come back here. They treated me like a celebrity. I didn't even have to rent a car. And it was spring break. They're like, what do you need? Where are you going? You want to have my car?
Damn.
I'm like, this is an expensive ass car. You want me to drive your $150,000? Okay, cool.
It's like,
Cool.
bet.
Cool. But yeah, it's Anna LaFez. You guys can follow me on Instagram. It's Anna LaFez.
Talk your shit.
I can't even. I'm too dyslexic for this moment. I can't even
That's alcohol.
right now.
It'll be on the video. I'll put everything else on the video.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's about it. I have nothing to say. Very boring life will be here. Very boring.
Lies you tell. I know better. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't think to be doing anything.
I ain't saying that. I'm winking at the camera for our viewers right now, just so you know.
You stupid.
I'm done with you. We're about to get out of here. But I'll text you later though.
Okay, on it out. Bye.
Later. Oh, shit.
That went extremely well. That
No
was
doubt.
exactly what I was hoping for. We're gonna have to start doing that a little bit more.
I concur.
Let's start doing that a little
I
bit more.
concur.
But yeah, that's all I got on my end. Let's
Likewise.
see if there's any little quick takes. Where are my notes? Space Jam trailer looks like ass. I will be perfectly honest. I'm gonna watch it,
Of course.
but all first impressions, it looks like ass.
I concur.
And I had this in my notes too. You being our NFL insider.
Yes, sir.
If you would like to provide any insight, because I haven't really done a deep dive onto it, I only know some small shit.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson.
It's not
I
looking
know he's
good.
gone on some shit. I seen somebody pulled his endorsements. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
Nike,
was it Beats? I think maybe.
Beats. Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 of them that they yanked that up off of
But
them.
I know you're the NFL insider. If you provide any kind of insight into what's going on there before we get out of here.
It's not looking good because just the sheer volume. Like we talked about before. and when you have over 20 that is coming out speaking on this, all it takes is one.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all it takes. And it's getting to the point where it's not just a civil matter, but now I think they're going to even push for a actual like court matter, like things of that nature. And you know, I can't speak on it. What I mean by that is that we don't know until we know, until it all comes out. So I reserve judgment on, because these women may just be telling the absolute truth, and especially the way that they kind of lined it up, it kind of could, you could see how that being the case. But at the same time, who's to say that it probably wasn't as whatchamacallit, as it's out to be, as detrimental as it out to be. So I'm leaning, I'm in between until more facts come out, until everything comes out to the open. I'm not denying them at all, but I'm not crucifying him yet either. Yeah. However, if he did do it,
get him the fuck out of here.
You got to face the music.
Get him the fuck out of here.
The ones who kind of messed up on that is not on this situation, but who may be looking at it from a career perspective or a team perspective is Houston. Because before all of this came to light, teams were throwing like, hey man, we'll give you 3 number 1 picks plus a player plus this just to get him. But they was like, nah, we're going to hold on to him. We're going to hold on to him. We're going to hold on to him. This grenade comes out. Now, you don't know if he's going to ever play again, because the NFL is unique in discipline. You don't have to get convicted. Say, for instance, if he is absolutely clean of charge, Roger Goodell could be like, yeah, you still suspended for the year. You're still done for the year. We don't want you around. So right now, Houston could have got out with 3 first-round picks, a player, stuff like that, but they held on to him. Now his value most likely done decrease beyond belief. So, like I say, I hope, I don't want a situation like that to happen for anybody.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, if he did it, he got to face the music. It is what it is. So.
Got to hold yourself accountable.
Got to.
If you didn't,
you gotta
be able to hold yourself accountable.
Got to.
Shit. I just realized we never even actually introduced this shit. Episode 71 of the Welcome to Forever Podcast. It's all good though. We still rocking. We still here. Episode 71. As always, it is your boy, Bad Guy P Mac.
And it's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
We gonna get up out of here one more time. Rest in peace, DMX.
Dark man.
It's only right we go ahead and ride out one time. It's probably my favorite DMX record. We're gonna let this ride out.
See what you got.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Later.